guys, welcome back to the channel Builtprado. Now today's video is a drawers video. Now this video is literally filmed over a month. Started before Christmas Eve to be exact. And now we're, what is it now? It's like almost the end of January. So hopefully you get an understanding of how long this video was shot over. No, I wasn't working on it all the whole time. This was just because of life. Now it's had an absolute remake. Hope you really like it because it's taken a lot of hours to do. And I'm just gonna run you straight through to the clip Christmas Eve when I was that night ripping the drawers out of the car. Alright, sorry about the bad lighting, but it is Christmas Eve and the car is completely stripped out the back, as you can see. You can see the battery mark where it was leaning up against, and you can see the weatherness of the sides there, but this is the structure that I was holding it to. As you can see, it's pretty dodgy, but let me tell you one thing, it is very, very strong. Now literally every single bracket on here is different, which is funny as, but I made this well over a year ago easily, and it's still holding up today, as you can see. Now this is all coming out, and we're going to be using the same mounts for the seats to bolt it to the Tyson drawers, which are right there. So everything's a mess at the moment. It's all happening, and yeah, in like a few hours it's Christmas, but this is where we're at. Alright, this is what it looks like now. As you can see, there's just nothing here. It's really weird. Never seen like this before. It's been a long time, but yeah, so that's all empty now, and the big unit is just there, as you can see, with everything else. Now everything's an absolute mess, like I said before, but pretty much the go will be to put the Titan drawer in, line everything up so it lines up with the seat and the seat mounts, and yeah, recut the carpet as well, and it should all fit in there nicely. Okay guys, we're doing something which I've done years ago. I'm taking out this rear seat belt because obviously no one's ever going to sit here, and they just get in the way and they get caught on everything, and as you can see it's really loose and it's just crap. So pop these off, take that off, take that off, take that off. It's going to be so much cleaner, can't wait. So we're going to take this part off, and then using this bracket here we're going to get a timber that's like this, and it's going to sit on there, and we'll drill that in, and then the drill battery will actually sit on that perfectly just there, and the Titan drawers will run here, and that's going to fit perfectly. That's nice. Alright, so this is how we're looking now. As you can see, we've got the drawers both in and we're trying to fit that there. It's very high and I don't know, it's very tight up here. The Prados aren't very big. It's as far back as I want to go, and it's touching, and it's that way as much as I can because this is obviously a fridge slide, so I don't want it to be on there. So I'll put the two drawers in and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so in here I've made this little timber platform, as you can see, and it's fixed with the two bolts that where the chair goes. This is really solid, and then pretty much I'm going to be getting this timber and putting it on top like that and fixing that down, and then this is the exact thickness of the 50mm ply I'm using, so I'll put that on there like that, and that's flush with the existing cupboard here. So this is essentially a wing kit for the car, and I'm probably going to use the offcut from this drawer, which is right here, so it also has marine carpet as well. And then the battery will sit on top of there, and the wires are already here ready to go. So that's where we're at now. Hopefully it works. Alright, so it's a little bit high here, but you get the idea. Like a little wing kit sort of thing. And I'll just put literally like a screw on each side. And I'll cut that back. I'll keep this place a little void so you can put big things in there. But super happy with it. And yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. Alright, that's done now. Not sure you can see, but it's flush. I scribed it around there as well, and it just ends here because that's how long the board was originally, and then if I need to I can put some longer items down in here so I can still use that space, which is good. And I think it looks super sleek. It does take a little while though. That took me, I don't know, 40 minutes maybe. I don't know for what it is, but super strong. That would definitely take a battery any day of the week, and I could do one on this side as well, but that'll be a project for another time I think, because we're under the pump. So now I'm going to get the dual battery on there, hook it up, hook the fridge up, make the wires run, make it all sort of work and run for the camp tomorrow, and then yeah, obviously those drawers we'll use later on. Alright, hey guys, now it's actually been 5 days since the last video you saw, which was me redoing the drawers here. Now, right now, I've just had a camp and I've seen how they work, and now I'm going to show you what I'm doing differently. So, sorry about the poor lighting, but as you can see I've cut this out of the plastic, and the other side looks like that. And I've placed the drawer on top, and I've drawn a line roughly where it needs to go, and that's how much I'm cutting off, as you can see. So now I'm going to do this on that side, and hopefully when I put this back in it will sit almost pretty much on the bottom, and all I'll really need is like a 10mm ply spacer, because before obviously it was like 120mm off. Now it'll only be 10mm off, which would be good, and I won't lose any space. So hopefully this works. No one's really, the people that have done this before haven't really like done a video on YouTube or anything on how to do it, so hopefully this will be helpful if you're trying to do it at home. Okay guys, so this is very interesting. 1996 Prado is the first model that came out for the 90 series now, which is mine. Now, I'm not sure you can tell, but pretty much this won't go down anymore. It's on bare metal both sides, and this is roughly the spacing, and it's just not sitting fully down like everyone else is at home. Now, people at home have like 10 to 20mm ply, and it works. After messaging about 15 people, I figured out that my car pretty much from factory, these guards are different to everyone else's, and it's just not sitting down properly. What does that mean? It means this is how mine has to be. Nothing I can do about it unless I grind this, which would be really tricky. So mine will just have probably like what looks like 50 to 60mm underneath, which is quite a lot, but there's literally nothing I can do about it. I'm not cutting the guards because then they'll go to outside. So this is the only thing I can do, and it is what it is. Sometimes things like this happen, and that's okay, because it will be lower and it will be more practical and for height. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to get this, rip it in half again, and then put it back on for the 3rd time. Cool, so 75mm is this, that's 40mm roughly, so that's coming off, and then that we can move down there, etc. So pretty much just shrinking it down again, and then it will sit roughly that high off the floor, and it should be 40mm. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but hopefully it is. So when I've got it on there, it doesn't feel as bad, and that everything will just be lower because the fridge is just so high. And down the line I probably should get a drop down fridge slide, but also all the space under there that's wasted will now get filled, and then we get more roof space. So super stoked with that. Let's get to it. Okay guys, now it's been like almost 2 weeks since the last clip. This video's been filmed over such a long time, but pretty much where we're at now is it's all in. Now this drawer is, as you can see, just a drawer that's literally been placed there because you guys know what this is from because I've shown you footage before, but I'm going to be using just the top half drawer to put in here pretty much, and the top half will get rid of. So this will be sitting over here a bit more, and the reason we have to use this is so the dual battery back there fits nicely between there, because if we buy another King's drawer and put it there, it actually won't fit very well at all, and the battery won't fit. So that's why we have to do that. Now, so this is all running and working, and it is as low as it can go. So pretty happy with it for now. Yeah, and at the moment, I put all my tools on this side, like all the DeWalt and everything goes in there, and this side's more like socket sets, camping gear, that sort of stuff. So they work very well, really happy with them. And yeah, I've got some patches on there already, and I like it how you can open it with one hand, whereas my old drawers, which are this style, you'd have to like use 2 hands, one thumb on each side. So as you can see, I can't even open that while filming. So and this handle you never use because you're always using them. So whereas this is just like that, and it's easy, and everyone understands how to use it. Now fridge slide, everyone knows this. You got a little latch here, you pull that open. It's hard with one hand, but you sort of open it like that, and then that will just slide out, and that's all very easy to use. So super happy with it, and we just need to make a box for this, and then that will be fixed to here, which is ply, and then that will be a drawer in itself. The only thing I don't like is the mismatch marine carpet, but I guess I can't be too picky because this is sort of all on the budget side of things, which I don't mind because it's practical and it works. So happy with that. Alright guys, now I just thought I'd mention a lot of drama happened about this ages ago on Instagram stories, but if you guys follow my Instagram you know what's going on. But pretty much what happened is I thought that the drawers I bought were the ones that go on the Prado 90. I thought they were the 970 by, I think it's 900 or something like that. So pretty much there's a drawer that you get for the Prado 120, and it fits in here, no worries, and you don't have to cut plastic, or you do but not very much. Whereas in these ones, these are the 1.70 m wide instead of the 970 wide. So I've had to raise it and cut heaps more than you should. So just so everyone knows at home, the reason I had to do that was because the drawers were the wrong drawers from the beginning. Whereas I was blaming it on the fact that the oldest Prado, like the 1996 model Prado, was the one that was like a shorter width inside the cab, which is a lot of rubbish. That's not true. That makes no sense. So hopefully that clears up some rumors if you guys were thinking about any of that stuff. So the car is all good now, and I do have bigger drawers in there. So, you know, cons is that it sits 50 mil higher than it should. Pros is that it's actually, how to say this, I have more storage now because the drawers are bigger. Like the actual drawers are bigger and wider and longer. So obviously normally they're 900 mil like in length, the drawers, if I got the Prado ones. These are like, I think they're 970 or something like that. So it's only 70 mil, so that much, but you know, you gotta get all the space you can get. So yeah, super happy with them and how they're performing. Alright, so what I've done here is I've actually disconnected this battery box a bit. Pretty much this one has the WSB and it was on there, and I've moved it to here. And I've disconnected all the wires. So I'm going to rewire that back up, and then I'm going to be able to allow my 12 volt through. I'm going to put a hole in here and put it through the side, and then the wires for that will go into there like that. So pretty much, because the issue is this is hitting like the window because my plug is designed a certain way. So what's going to happen is it will then come out over here, and it'll just be a better position because it means my Ingle fridge wire won't hit the wall, and then I'll be able to fit the shelf in, because I can't fit the shelf in. That's why this is all happening. So I'm going to put a hole in here and then move this over here. Okay, so I've drilled a hole big enough to fit the 12 volt in. So now that can just go in like so, and then I'll put all these back on, and then I'll reconnect the wires to here, and then we should be able to put it all back together. You know, I'm super stoked with that considering I have no idea what I'm doing. But that will now go on like that, and then obviously there'll be a little blank space from the other one was, and then it's just, well, you can't really see in the light, but it's just there, and it actually looks factory almost. Oh, you can still see it there. So that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Now I'll throw it in the back. Alrighty, so I got the camera here. Now the drawers are pretty much fully done, to be honest, besides the fact that I want to either get a drop down fridge slide or a tilt fridge slide, and need to make a table. Pretty much done for this middle section. Now as you can see, we got the King's Titan drawers. Now these are the 1.70 m wide, hence all the dramas with them not fitting properly because they're out of patrol / Land Cruiser, so they're too wide for the Prado. Massive Instagram stories all about that a while ago. You all know what I'm talking about. And then here are my old ones. Now only if we're being picky, carpet's obviously mismatching, but it does the job perfectly. So this is how they've been for a little while now, so this is pretty accurate to how I'm going to run it. So as you can see, less full of my DeWalt tools. I've just got a few patches on here as well, and then this one, as you can see, got nail guns, toe ball, that's more like your screwdriver spanners. These are all my drill bits, and then this is like my discs and bit of random crap that's handy in the box. So those two I run like that, and as you can see, fits really nicely, really well. Now the top one, obviously you need two hands to open this because of that design, so I need to put you guys down and then open that, which is a bit of a hassle, but as you can see, that opens just to there, which happens to be pretty much flush, even though it's slightly back. Now this is just full of random, like, as you can see, this one I haven't organized very much or very well, but screws, helmet, glue guns, nails, random stuff. And the top one again, got to use two hands. And the downside of these things, now that's up there, so now it looks like this. So look, like, it's not about looks, but it looks very cool. Heaps of storage, hopefully you can see how much storage that is. And up there is, they're mostly items that you can grab with the one hand, so I can just grab that with the one hand. That's full of ratchet straps, I can grab that bag out, saw, mask, toilet paper, just stuff I don't use very often because it's just very high, that drawer. So pretty much that's how it's all set out. Now this light, when you turn it on, to be picky, because this corner's sticking out pretty far, at night a lot of the light's blocked because of the corner of that shelf. So that's just being extra picky, but that's something I'll probably work on in the future. And then obviously these drawers are super nice, you just close them like that. Now I'm very impressed with the wiring on this, hopefully you guys like it. But oh yeah, you can see, so see about there, there's just two little white clips in the wiring. Now my drawer system just has a pin that's like this, you just pull it, and you know, you can pull it so it goes around there like that, and that's obviously a slide. Now as you can see, this actually sits on top of it, but it still works like a dream, and that's because the drawer battery is pretty much between the wall and the drawer, as you can see, and it's absolutely squished, and I had to modify the plug as you've already seen. Now, wires are on the wall like that, so they never get crushed. You've got a 100% success rate of never crushing, which is awesome, because the old layout they crushed every second time, hence the red tape on them is getting damaged. And then, you know, Ingle fridge obviously here running like a dream. If we're being picky, this is incredibly high. This is like at my eye height, and I'm kind of tall, so if I can't get in there, there's no way the missus is getting in there. I'm just trying to show how high it is. Now, people have done, you can undo 2 bits in here, and this will actually drop, and it'll be its own fridge slide, but it's a little bit dodgy, because pretty much this will end up resting on this, and that's how it sort of works. But because my drawers are so high, if I did it, the fridge would be almost vertical. Whereas if I had a 100 series Land Cruiser or a Hilux with a tailgate, I could just fold it down and it wouldn't be too crazy and it would work. So I'm gonna have to invest in either a fridge slide, like a tilt down fridge slide, or a drop down fridge slide, which is heaps of money. So I might buy a King's Titan fridge slide, and then you pretty much put a bolt on the end here. It's hard to explain, but pretty much you just put a ratchet strap, like a strap on the other side, and then it's all gravity fed, and it's like mega cheap and it's not too bad. Or I can just make one out of timber and put gas struts on it and stuff like that. So, but that's where that's at. And then obviously leads and recovery gear on the side here. They look a bit messy, because obviously this side's got the wing kit, so it's all hidden. I'll just get my power board there. But super happy. I think it looks pretty impressive from back here, because you just got, they're both sort of grey, they're dark grey, and I don't know, it's just a lot of shelves, because it is. Only downside is can't exactly see out the back, because obviously this is so high now, it's covering the sticker, and I've only got that much room, so I can't really put, I can put items in here above the fridge, but it's pretty squishy above there. So depends how picky you are, but it is a little bit more tight now, that's for sure. And as you already know, but it's daytime, so that you can see the footage a bit better. There's my plug going into the side of the Ingle battery box, because it's in the window, now it's not. And super happy with that, and there's nothing that will go here anyway, so that just sticks out there. And the cord runs behind there, which is then into there. And as you can see inside, this drawer is just sort of taking over the whole thing. But it's definitely cozy now, and got the shades on, so it's all protected in here. It's always dark in here, and no one can see in or steal anything or see that I've got all my work tools in there. Yes, you can't even see in there pretty much. So I'm even thinking of putting one on the back, because then like it'll be more like a van, but then from behind no one can see anything. But I think leave it off, because I actually want to be able to see behind my car when I'm driving, in case there's like police or ambulance or something. I can look in my mirror and go like, oh, like I'll get out of the way. But the mirrors do blind spots, which is great, and also they see vertically behind you. So if I had the mirror blacked out in a shade, fridge would be running cooler, tools would be cooler, everything would be protected, and it'll be good for privacy. But I can just use the side mirrors, so maybe I should do it. But it is very much advanced back then, because then I've covered what, 5 windows out, and I've only got 3 left that aren't. So, you know, might as well just buy a van at that point, like a Troopy or something. So that's my drawer system, super stoked with it. I know you guys probably have like $2,000 drifter drawers at home, which are amazing, but the thing with this is that I will made it myself, and that it's custom to me. No one else in the world has that, theoretically. But I like it, and obviously because I built it, I can customize it whenever I want, and I'm not afraid to touch anything. And half of it was for free as well off Facebook Market. So super stoked with them. Now I'm gonna do a video on bar table, because I don't want a bar table anymore. I want like maybe a drop down that then has a sliding compartment that doubles in lengths, but it's going to be so heavy, and that door's already got 35-inch tire on it, so it's already heavier than it needs to be. And obviously, you know, I could just get a rear bar, but you know, that's $1,000, you know, $1,200, $1,500. So it's just all money at the end of the day, isn't it? But super happy with it. Hopefully you guys like it. As you can see, it stores a lot of things. I haven't even packed that efficiently, at least the top 2 drawers I haven't. And as you can see, it's holding all my stuff, and I've got more stuff I can probably put in there as well. And it sounds funny, but my rear suspension is quite high, actually, I'm finding. So I'm really trying to want to put weight in the rear of this, and it's riding better as well. So just thought I'd let you guys know that if you find it interesting or not. So I'm happy to, you know, put lots of weight in, because originally, as you know, I've got 2 drawers. I was thinking of getting rid of the top one and just making it 1 drawer. But after seeing it now and having it like that for a few days, I think I want to keep 2. So I'm glad I didn't cut it in half. But yeah, that's just where I'm at. But yeah, so that's the rear drawers. Let me know anything you want to know at all about the drawer system. Just let me know down in the comments and I'll respond as soon as I can. But I think that's the end of this video. I think it was a huge video. I don't know. It's going to be like 15 minutes at least, so I better stop talking. So guys, do the usual. Subscribe down below, like, comment, share, do all that jazz. Thanks so much for supporting me, and heaps more ideas for this car to come. I'm going to chop up the bull bar and do some weird stuff to the car. So keep following, guys, and content will be coming your way. So till then, guys, see you next time. Cheers.